So, the church, tradition, and scripture, they are all insufficient, whether on their own or all together. Because there are so many people who affirm all those things, and they massively disagree on what they say in terms of the truth. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to propose to you the true one unifying force, source of truth, source of faith, rule of faith, about which there is zero disagreement. There will never be disagreement on what it says and what it means. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you DogmaBot-3000, the ultimate rule of faith. So, what is DogmaBot? Well, DogmaBot-3000 is a little robot, around 1 foot cubed, that, simply put, you ask it any question on dogma, on reality, truth, doctrine, the Christian faith, anything you want, and it will give you a guaranteed, infallible response on that issue. So, how the process works. Here we have the bot here. We have the revelator, all right? This little signal thing here, this little dish, it receives direct revelation from the Father himself, okay? And then what happens once that revelation comes through? Well, actually, I'll start with the process. I forgot to illustrate the microphone, but just pretend there's a microphone here. You simply speak into the microphone your doctrinal or dogma question, whatever it is. And in response, DogmaBot will get direct revelation from the Father. It will then process that direct revelation from the Father through the brain. And this, of course, is pure, unadulterated nous. This brain right here, it is the nous straight up right here. You can see it right here in the Greek, the nous, okay? Now, once it's processed that revelation, it can come out in two different ways. Either it'll audibly speak the new revelation to you, or it can print it out in your own customized magisterial document, all right? And so any question you have, any question of disagreement, doctrinal truth, anything, guaranteed new divine revelation, no ambiguity. Someone may object, but people could still disagree on what the DogmaBot says. They could still disagree on statements it audibly gives on doctrine and dogma, or they could disagree on the printed out statements. First, you can ask as many questions as you want until you get absolute clarity. But second, there is another feature here that'll guarantee total unity on everything. And that is right here, the phronema dispenser. If there is disagreement on how to interpret a new statement by the DogmaBot, you simply hit the phronema dispenser and it will dispense to you 3 ounces of pure crystallized phronema. And you can take it in any way you want. You can any way to get it into your system, and it will give you just pure theosis. And as soon as you take it in, when you reread or rehear the DogmaBot's new revelation, you will perfectly understand what it means. And everybody who takes the phronema will have perfect, unified understanding on whatever the DogmaBot says. And so, therefore, everybody who submits to the divine, revelatory, infallible authority of the DogmaBot-3000 will have perfect agreement on every single issue to a T. There will be no disagreement on anything whatsoever. None. Zilch. Zero. Absolutely nothing. And for anybody who may be asking, these things will be coming out for pre-order eventually soon for a measly $3.99. And that is a measly price to pay for absolute certainty on every single issue of doctrine and dogma. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the DogmaBot-3000, solving all problems of disunity ever. It is clearly superior to ecclesialism, sola scriptura. It must be true. Pre-order later.